Hey guys, I want to introduce a couple of concepts and review a few things before you start practicing using, accessing, and editing lists. So first thing is I want to go through a little vocab review, right? So we first have list, which is pretty simply an ordered collection of elements. Element is an individual value in a list that has a unique index. Okay, so lists are made up of elements. And the index is that common method for referencing the elements in a list or a string using numbers. So remember, in a list made up of elements, the index is the numbering system. And we always start at 0 and go up. So you guys are going to be working through a few activities in code.org, and I want to give you some ideas just to kind of go over what you're going to be seeing today. So first thing is the debugging process, all right? So first thing to do is describe the problem. You want to zoom in on where you're getting stuck, on what's happening that you don't want to happen, or what's not happening that you do want to happen. And then hunt for bugs, okay? Try solutions, document as you go. Some other tricks are, hover over the blocks to read the documentation about how they work. So when we're in code.org and if we use those blocks, and you can always switch them back and forth. If you're coding by text and writing it all out, if you're getting stuck on something, you can switch over to the blocks. And then if you hover over the blocks, you can see exactly how that command works. Yeah, so those are the big things for debugging. And then, yeah, so this is another nice little trick when we are trying to debug our list. If something's going on in our list that's not working out, we can use console log to actually write out our list, so that if we're kind of adding, appending, editing, removing, and something happens that we don't want it to, you can just put it in console log, and then it'll type it all out, and it will even list out the different index numbers for each element, which can be really helpful. Another interesting concept that you're going to explore a little bit today is that strings have indexes too. So when we have a variable that is just a string, just a set of letters and spaces, each letter and each space has an index, again starting at 0 and working up. And then we have these different commands, and I think you guys saw these in some of the videos you've watched for this unit, where if we have a list, we can type in my list, whatever the name of the list is, .length, and it will give you the length of the list, how many elements are in the list. You can do the same thing for a string, where you can do my string, or whatever your string is called, whatever that variable is, .length, and you'll be able to get the length of that string, okay? And then another tricky command to use with this is myString.substring, start and end. So that will, if we type that in, what will be returned is just a piece of your string. So in this example with this or that, we have a substring starting at 0 and ending at 4. And that would pull the letters and the spaces from the start until the end. So it would be this, and it should be the space too. And then 5, 7 would be or, okay? All right, so I want you guys to get to it. You can go to code.org and work through levels 2 through 12. And then complete the check on understanding, and you'll be all set for today's lesson. All right? Hope you're having a great day.